About our new release, which is not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday, the 18th. Is that right? We're doing 5 beers, and the first one is Palm. So this is kind of along in our wild beer series where we age a beer on fruit. This one was a 14-month aged beer, and then it was re-fermented on cider apples from Dietering Orchard until dryness, and then it spent about 6 months in the bottle prior to release. So the next beer in this release is called Visions. This is a very small blend. It was a blended sour beer, so we went through and we found 3 barrels that we really liked how well they went together. And it's kind of a cool sour base, and then we conditioned it with muscat grape juice. And this one we carbonated really lively because it's kind of a light body sour beer. So we kind of wanted that like really effervescent champagne-y quality. And I don't know if you're familiar with muscat, the wine is usually really sweet, so don't think this is a sweet beer. This is fermented all the way dry, but with muscat you get that really burst of tropical fruit flavor, which is kind of a really cool grape to use in beer making. And you just get, yeah, subtle acidity with really bright carbonation on your tongue and that underlying tropical fruit flavor from the muscat. It's a pretty cool beer. So the third beer in this release is called French 75. We actually did a very small run of this for our club only last year, and it got just such an awesome welcome, and we loved it that we decided to do it again in a larger quantity. So this is based off the French 75 cocktail, which is a gin-based cocktail. It's gin, lemon juice, simple syrup, and topped with champagne with a lemon twist. So this is a French-style saison aged in Ransom Spirits gin barrels with lemon peel and conditioned with Brettanomyces. So it's kind of our take on that classic cocktail. And right off the bat, from the lemon peel that aged in the barrel with it, you just get this like really bright lemon note to it. So continuing on with the cocktail theme of this release, the next one's called Goosen Yaho, and Yaho is a classification of tequila. So there's non-barrel aged tequila, and then there's less than a year, which is reposado, and then over a year, or like the higher end tequila is añejo. And we aged this beer in, so it's a Gosa base that was brewed with agave syrup, and then we aged it in Suerte tequila barrels, extra añejo tequila barrels. And then we finished this one off with some more citrus peel as well to finish out the margarita. So some lime and some orange. And a Gosa traditionally is a tart German wheat salad beer that's brewed with, here in the US, with a heavy dose of sea salt. So this one we dosed it a little more salty to, again, mimic that margarita. And you really just, right off the nose, you get that lemon, that orange, I'm sorry, lime and that orange. Tequila, slightly tart, salty. It's really, part of me wanted to make this beer still in the bottle and recommend people serve it over ice to just finish out the whole margarita experience, but I think it nails it as is. Yep. So the last beer in our release this is a club only beer. It's another play on our Rhino Suit series. So Rhino Suit is our bourbon barrel aged Imperial milk stout. We've done several variations of that. Plain Rhino Suit, vanilla Rhino Suit, mocha Rhino Suit, and then this one is a really small batch club only Senor Rhino, which is our take on a kind of Mexican hot chocolate. So it's our bourbon barrel aged Imperial stout base, and then we matured it on vanilla beans, cocoa nibs, ancho chilies, and cinnamon. So this is a awesome dessert beer with a little bit of heat at the end of it. And just really pepper, cinnamon, ton of chocolate coming through both from the beer and the cocoa nibs. And just that little bit of heat tingling down your throat on the way down. So it's a pretty fun beer, and again, mailing list only for this release.